Glassic cars. A total of about 1,600 Glassic Ford Model A replicas were built by Glassic Industries Incorporated in West Palm Beach, Florida between 1966 and 1981. The cars were based on the 1931 Ford Deluxe Phaeton and then also the 31 Roadster. They were never meant to be an exact copy of a Model A, but more to be a comfortable modern version of an iconic car. Wider doors, for example. From 1966 to 1971, they were built on International Scout chassis and running gear, mostly four-cylinder stick shift. Why International? Because the founder, Jack Faircloth, owned an international dealership, and he could get the parts he needed. He and his son Joel ran the operation. 330 or so cars later, the company bowed to pressure and began to use the Ford 302 V8 engines and automatic transmissions, along with other Ford parts, all on a custom-made chassis just for Glassics. The family business was sold to a different owner, and later in 1974 it went bankrupt. By then, about 1,110 cars had been built, at the ratio of about 2 Phaetons for every 1 Roadster. A couple of years later, in 1976, the founder's son, Joel, bought back some of the inventory from the bankruptcy and restarted the company, naming it Replicars. Now the cars began having power steering, power brakes, and other improvements, and VW lights to help comply with the ever-growing regulations. People these days refer to both Glassics and Replicars. Both names are called Glassics. Replicars continued as the gas crisis, smog regulations, and other economic issues worked against the small entrepreneur. In 1981, the company closed for good. The exact count of Glassics, around 1,610 cars, will never be certain. A flood in the factory office ruined all of the company records. Because of their heavy fiberglass construction and overall cuteness, many of these cars are still around, and in 2001, a new Glassic owner formed a support website to preserve information and share knowledge about these cars. Don, who calls himself the Annex Master, maintains the website as a free, no username place. Generous owners who share thousands of photos and tons of valuable technical tips. The biggest reward, however, is seeing the smiles that Glassics bring.